Over its 14-year lifespan, we've seen hundreds of different Ninjago sets released, ranging from small dragons and bikes to large-scale city builds and temples. Each year has averaged anywhere between 20 to 30 different Ninjago sets released, and today we're going to be picking the best set from each year Ninjago's been around for. Ready? Let's begin! With the theme's inception in 2011, we got the release of what would hold up to be one of the biggest set waves in its lengthy tenure. While I almost crowned Garmadon's Dark Fortress as the 2011 champion with its unique and imposing build and fantastic minifigure selection, I ended up caving in to the serene beauty of the Fire Temple. Retailing at $120, this masterpiece was among LEGO's first attempts at a truly culturally faithful and complex temple build. We had seen many different attempts at structures like this in the past, most of them prominent in the LEGO Ninja theme from the late 90s, but none had ever matched up to the size and complexity of this first large-scale temple build. The standout play feature is something we still haven't seen since, by the way, a dragon build integrated into the actual structure of the temple. The build could be opened up from the middle to reveal Kai's fire dragon guarding the Sword of Fire. Rise of the Snakes debuted in 2012 and gave us a large array of different sets. However, standing out from the pack was the $120 Epic Dragon Battle, featuring a really cool idea to me personally, a four-headed Ultra Dragon. This thing had 4 unique and exclusive dragon head molds, and a play feature that opened the wings up for flight when you picked up the set. Groundbreaking stuff here for the time. To oppose this behemoth of a dragon, we got an actual build for the Great Devourer too, which had a mouth large enough to close a minifigure inside of, so you could simulate characters getting eaten. And as if 2 giant kaiju creatures facing it off wasn't enough for play, you also got a large serpentine prison cell. The figure selection too was among the best we'd ever seen, with 2 unique, exclusive, and highly desirable serpentine generals, 4-armed Lord Garmadon with all of the golden weapons, Master Wu and Jay, and our Lord and Savior Chokin. This was my favorite set as a kid and remains one of the best we've ever seen from this theme. 2013 was a relatively small year for the Ninjago theme. This franchise was supposed to be wrapping up, so LEGO gave us a very small set wave to bring the theme to a close before fan backlash caused them to reboot it the next year. Luckily, we still got an array of fantastic builds from this year, with the Temple of Light being the standout. Most of the temples we've received from this theme over the years usually focused most of the pieces on a rather flat front facade, but the Temple of Light put all of its detail in front of its facade rather than behind, an idea we haven't seen much of since, and that's part of what makes this set so special. This was also the only set that included all 4 of the brand new and very desirable elemental blades. Alongside the temple build, this also included the now iconic golden battle mech for Lloyd. My favorite feature here is definitely the large printed hat piece up on top. Just the fact that they included this full-size mech build alongside the temple is a huge reason why this is the best set of 2013. Ninjago was rebooted in 2014 and gave us an array of brand new and exciting sets with the return of the Digital Overlord. His golden mech from the series was included in the Battle for Ninjago City, my pick for the best set of 2014. To this day, this is still one of the largest temple builds we've gotten, and even though a lot of the building techniques are quite simplistic, I think it all works together really well. I especially love the large dragon head up on top and the imposing wooden doors below. The minifigures really carry here too, with 4 exclusive characters, one of them being the Golden Master, and the others the Stone Warrior version of their ninja suits. 2015 still remains one of the best years for Ninjago sets to this day. However, deciding on a winner for best set of the year isn't even a competition when the Temple of Airjitzu exists. Even 10 years later, this still remains one of the best Ninjago sets ever. The architecture on this thing still blows my mind. I love the curved roofing on the tower in the middle. This thing has 3 stories and really leaves a lasting impression with its height and papered windows. The statue of Sensei Yang in the middle is such a great callback to the show, and the blacksmith shop off to the right looks beautiful with this rarer light blue color, and then the little market build off to the right is really fun. This set included all 6 of the brand new ninja suits from this wave, as well as an exclusive Wu, and our very first variant of Misako, a minifigure fans had been wanting for years. And of course, don't forget Claire and Jesper. Two named characters in the set who didn't even have a single second of screen time in the show. These guys were really odd inclusions. Late 2016 gave us Day of the Departed, a special that brought back a lot of nostalgic villains and locations, the best of them being the Samurai X Cave Chaos. Our first rendition of this iconic location still holds up to this day. The skull build acting as the hidden door is such a detailed work of art, and there is a laser prison cell upon entry into the cave, as well as a holding area for the mech off to the right. In the middle houses a Samurai X jet, as well as a platform that can be expanded with a genius building technique using spiraled plates. The sand blue color used is also still very rare, and it fits in so nicely. There aren't any good quality images of the set flipped around, but from behind, this looks just like the side of a mountain, which is such a cool reference to the show because this cave build is hidden in the ground. The set also comes with an exclusive Pythor, Cryptor, and Kozu minifigures, as well as the beloved honor robes for Nia, Lloyd, and Jay. The LEGO Ninjago movie debuted in 2017, and along with it came the single most detailed set wave we've ever gotten from the theme. The flagship set was the now very coveted Ninjago City. This behemoth had over 5,000 pieces for an incredibly fair $300, and at the time was not only the biggest Ninjago set ever, but also one of the biggest LEGO sets ever. I just can't rave about this set enough. The amount of color, detail, and life they were able to pack into this monstrosity is bar to none. This is and always will be my favorite Ninjago set of all time. There is a reason this thing goes for over $1,000 on the aftermarket. Hunted is one of my personal favorite Ninjago seasons, and I truly believe it gave us one of the more consistent set waves. The standout was of course the Dragon Pit. At $130, this thing had 1,600 pieces and trumped all of the other sets in its price range with its massive size and playability. There's an opening gate, a trapdoor, a crossbow, a throne, and an earth dragon to battle against in the arena. It also came with a whopping 9 minifigures, one of them being the exclusive Dragon Master Wu with a brand new armor piece. What a banger of a set. To honor 100 episodes of Ninjago, we got the Legacy sub-theme in 2019, a line of sets focused on giving us iconic builds from the earlier seasons. My favorite of these was the Monastery, something fans had been asking to be released since 2011 when the theme was created. While the build was incredibly fragile, its displayability was unlike anything we had seen. This truly captured the look of this beautiful temple, using a mix of red, white, and black, along with an array of sticker and print details. I especially love the large gates that can be swung open, and the stickers representing paintings of the ninja's history is such a great reference for fans of the show. The Skull Sorcerer's Dungeons is the best set of 2020, and in my opinion, it isn't even close. This thing is so incredibly unique, with the basic idea of the set being the home of an evil sorcerer, shaped as a giant human skull and set against the backdrop of a lava-filled dungeon. Does it really get any cooler than that? I love all of the little walkways to balance figures on as they traverse the lava, and the shrine build up on top, guarding the Blade of Destiny and in the shape of a ribcage is a really cool touch. Also, this is the only set to ever include a Vanya minifigure, a key character from Season 13, and one I am very fond of. The Legacy sub-theme carried on into 2021, and to commemorate 10 years of Ninjago, we finally got a follow-up to the original Ninjago City sets with the Ninjago City Gardens. Retailing for $300 once again, this set went bigger and better than its predecessors. It gave us updated versions of fan-favorite characters Misako and Ronin, as well as the debut of the highly requested mechanic. The set found a way to incorporate even more colors and details than the original Ninjago City, a feat I didn't even know was possible. It still stands as the tallest of the city builds as well, with this teal radio tower reaching towards the skies. It also included a large side build placed upon the water, which was a small temple shrine that was dedicated to the Titanium Ninja, a reference to when Zane sacrificed himself back in Season 3. This set is truly a love letter to all fans of Ninjago. The Ninjago TV show concluded once again in 2022, and the flagship set of this penultimate wave was a new version of the Ultra Dragon, this time covered completely in gold, as if the original Ultra Dragon couldn't get any cooler. There's a mechanism on the back to fold out the large sweeping wings on this thing, and all of the dragon molds are new and exclusive, making use of bright translucent coloring. With under 1,000 pieces, this thing was clearly overpriced at $150, but it's something I found to look past because the idea of a giant gold four-headed dragon is a wet dream for any fan of this theme. 2023 gave us the third reboot of this beloved show, this time under the title Dragons Rising, and LEGO decided to give us all a gift to celebrate this with the Ninjago City Markets, the fourth rendition in the modular sub-theme. This was, and is to this day, the biggest Ninjago set ever, with over 6,000 pieces. This thing occupies 2 base plates. That's double the footprint of Ninjago City Gardens. This build had a working tram in the middle, a Borg store, and the highly requested Laffy's Karaoke Club, ran by Grand Sensei Dareth himself. And speaking of Dareth, this set may have the best minifigure selection of any Ninjago set ever, including new renditions of Dareth, Zane, Aaron, and Borg, as well as the highly requested Camille, Misdemeanor, Hound Dog McBrog, Gale Gossip, and Vinny Folsom. I wish the rest of the Ninjago City sets had this insane level of dedication to the fans. 2024 gave us yet another large D2C Ninjago set, however it was not a modular this time. For the first time since 2015, we were getting a large-scale temple build, this one being the Tournament Temple City. This beautiful build worked in the rarely used tan color in this theme and mixed it with an autumn aesthetic. This temple stands upon a large rocky mountain build with a hollowed cave inside that features some really cool hidden details. I also love the inclusion of this autumn dragon. It's a really unique idea to base one of these off of a season of the year rather than an element. And finally, catching up to us here in 2025, we have the Ninjago City Workshops as the best set of this year. While I don't think it's perfect, the sheer size and level of detail on this thing makes it a clear frontrunner. This thing matches up to the height of the original modular, a task not so easily accomplished. I think the idea of building your own mech in the foreground is going to be super fun for play, and the crane build up top features a working suspension to lower parts down onto your mech. The minifigure selection, while a bit lacking, does include the long-time desired casual Harumi and Twitchy Tim, something I'm beyond excited to get in hand. And there you have it. Those are the best sets from each year of Ninjago, starting back in 2011 and catching up to us here in 2025. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video.